Okay, so right here I am in Makoshika State Park, which is in the eastern part of Montana. And behind me you can see the different layers that make up the geological formations here. Each layer tells a story. Each layer tells a story sometimes of thousands of years, sometimes millions of years, sometimes 10 million years. And the area that we're most interested in during this time we're out here is this gray area in the middle, because that's the age of dinosaurs. That is the Hell Creek Formation, where you would find Triceratops, where you would find T-Rex, and you would find many other dinosaurs that were here just before the dinosaurs were wiped out. If you follow up the slope, you see a very quick change from a light colored stone to a dark colored stone. That's the KT boundary. That's the physical evidence left behind of when the asteroid hit about 1,000, maybe 2,000 miles south of here, and it changed our planet forever. Below that layer, we have dinosaurs. Above that layer, the dinosaurs are gone. That black line shows where the KT boundary is. And this rattlesnake was kind enough to show us where it was pointing with its tail. Microfossils are just what they sound like. Very tiny fossils that tell us a lot about the environment that these animals lived in. After hours of careful collecting, we found enough microfossils of turtles, fish, and other vertebrates to tell that this was an aquatic environment. And Corbin and Braden are just going to quickly tell you how they found it, and then we'll show you the dinosaur, then we'll get to work, and then we'll send some people off to the other side.
This site we found moving cattle to another pasture. I was following a group of cows through here and stumbled upon this site first, and then after we were done moving cows, my son and I come back and we looked all through the hills over here and found more. So then we brought these guys in to see if it was worth even looking at, because that's how we discovered this spot.
Yep. And if you look behind us,
probably not seeing me much. I'm not camping out of the rec area, so been just helping Dave out a lot this summer. And welcome to this brand new fossil site. So primary kind of thing we noticed is this, whatever it is. I think it might be part of a toe bone or a leg bone, but it's pretty beat up, so there might be more under it. But to do that, we first have to make sure we basically photograph and take notes on where everything's positioned, and also clear all the fragments that have washed down the hill, so that we can get all those back to the lab, and then the comparators can hopefully put it back together. Kind of like a giant three-dimensional jigsaw puzzle where an undetermined number of pieces are missing. And you don't have the picture. You don't have the picture, right? And that's where all our notes come in, where it's really important for us to know where everything came from, and have pictures of the site before we start messing with it, while we're messing with it, and after we're done. So that, the comparators have that easy kind of thought. We don't want to give Jennifer here a coronary. That would be, cruel and unusual treatment of valued first person. So who else doing geology with Paige?
They wanted to get a bit of an intro, and then my thought, if you're down for it, is that I'll take a couple of the start geology and maybe let them swap through
Yeah,
at some point.
That works.
So, yeah, maybe I could grab like 2.
did I mention it was hot? So here we are, we're at a new dig site, and you can see we've got a lot of bone right on the surface. We're not sure exactly what this is. It looks different than some of the other fossils that have been found in this area, which have been largely Triceratops. So it's possible that this could be more along the lines of T-Rex. Very hard to tell. What we're doing right now is just surface collecting the smaller fragments here bagging all these up so that these will go back to the lab for analysis later. And once we're done with that, then we'll start getting into some of these larger pieces and then trying to excavate down, because we can assume that there's a lot more underneath. So there's a large bone fragment here, more bone fragments there, and then all the way down this wash we're finding the smaller fragments. So we'll keep digging and see what we find. In many places, the ground is covered in dinosaur bones. In some places, intact bones are right at the surface. One of the most complete Triceratops fossils ever found was found nearby here. It is on display in Jordan, Montana. Nancy and I had an incredible experience at the Dig Field School and have so much respect for these paleontologists.